Welcome back to Roy's Universe. So today, guys, we're going to discuss birth number 7 with life path 9. So birth number 7 pertains to spirituality, philosophy, a certain degree of ideology, but really about like introversion and intuition. It's connected with the 7th and also the 6th chakra, so the higher chakras when it comes to your third eye, which is here, and the crown chakra, which is up here around the middle of your head. So when we look at the number 7, it's a very anti-materialistic number. When it comes in contact with the number 9, unlike the number 8 where Saturn completely takes over and controls the native, the number 9 has a bit of a equilibrium. These guys don't get along. There's opposition here. The 9, which is represented by Mars, has war, upheaval, anarchy, revolutions, or humanitarianism. It really depends on where their mind is, what they're kind of brought up in. So the nurture here really will facilitate where their mind's going to go. So 7 and 9, a lot of people would think, oh yeah, it's going to be a very unsuccessful combination because Ketu, which is the south node of the moon, doesn't get along with Mars, which is of course the full enemy of the moon. They're definitely enemies. They're definitely inimical to each other. They don't get along whatsoever, but they do have some pros. They make for the person to be very forceful. They give them very malefic conditions, meaning like a hard-earned life where they have to earn their wealth, they have to earn their respect, they have to earn their admiration. And they really view love as something that's more so conditional in comparison to unconditional and circumstantial. So it really happens for them where they have to really create their life. If they want to have material gains, they have to really strive for it. So this makes for very strong characters. So with 7 and 9, what I've noticed is that for one, they don't have any unlucky days because their combination is malefic enough. The malefic effects of this combination cancel out any unlucky days whatsoever. And also for colors, it's the same thing. They can wear whatever they want. It doesn't really make a difference. This isn't a good or a bad thing. It just is what it is. With numerology, for the most part, it's very impersonal. It's just what happens. It's not good, bad, whatever, how we define it with the ego. So with 7 and 9, you have a combination of spirituality with ideology. So what really happens is you need to choose, who do you want to really be? Like, what exactly do you want to be in this life? Are you going to be somebody who's a spiritual teacher, a guidance counselor, a therapist? Or are you going to be somebody who's like going to be a soldier, somebody involved in law enforcement, through traditional work such as lawyer, arbitrator, paralegal, judge? This depends on the numbers and how they sequentially affect you. When it comes to name numbers, I recommend more so number 5 works best. Number 6 is okay, but number 5 and number 1 are going to be the best in this case. 6 is a bit iffy because number 7 is in opposition with the 6. So number 1 will bring you up to hierarchy positions. So like if you're somebody who wants to climb up the corporate totem pole, or you're somebody who wants to get involved in politics, this will help you a lot. If you're somebody who maybe you want to take the entrepreneurial route, or you're looking to get into like sales, marketing, something where you just need to be liked, I'd say go by a name number 5, at least a compound number that adds to the number 5, such as a 14, 23, 32, 41. There you go. If it's not there, then you're going to have a pretty hard knock life where there's going to be different obstacles caused by your name number, your birth number, and your life path number. So the best thing you can do here to remedy the situation is to at least get a good name number that you customize, that you can at least say, yeah, this is in the right vibration. So at least you can then have a tangent of good luck. Now, this whole thing isn't really bad in the sense of, oh yeah, bad luck, you're not going to make it. There's a lot of rich, successful people with this birth number combination. The key is to really understand that it's going to come with its fair share of challenges. For one, once you're a birth number 7, you're always going to have challenges because you're a birth number 7. If you're born the 7th, 16th, 25th, you're screwed. You're somebody who's philosophical. You're somebody who's very introverted. You can network, you can be extroverted, but it's only with people that you choose. And the aura that you give off is quite intimidating. So this naturally makes you an anti-materialistic person because businesses and how these things are made is through networking and people. People is what makes money. So if you're an anti-social person, then you're not going to make a lot of money in a certain degree unless you master a craft you can then just sell to people without interacting with them. With the number 9 there, the number 9 just makes you more forceful. It doubles that sort of anger. So whether you're a man or a woman, you're going to have a bit of a temper, and that's going to make you somebody who people view as almost not approachable or just intimidating or just a little bit off-putting. for lack of a better word. But you just have to really work with that and then use it to your advantage. Because if you use that in sales, in politics, people are going to say, this guy is very, or this girl's very forceful. This person's an advocate for something. They stand behind something. They're fixated on this idea. And then the spiritual strength that's going to back you up will make you really go up to the moon. And I used the example with Vladimir Putin in a prior video before, where it's like, he had a 7 and 7. He has birth number 7, life path 7, but he has a name number 46. Vladimir Putin has a 46. 46 is great for getting to number 1 and getting to fame, specifically politics, and it brings you up that hierarchy. I would argue without the name number vibration that he had, he would never have made it as far as he has. And I'm not saying he's a good person. I'm not saying that he's somebody I agree with his ideology. Definitely not. But what I am saying is that he is somebody who is very known, and he's going to be notorious as a person that's going to be going down history in the textbooks. Right? That's the unfortunate truth with some of these villains that we call them. They're going to go down the textbook because they had such a notorious name for doing different things that they've done. Because of his vibration, he will definitely go down in history. He definitely is very rich. He's definitely very successful. And he's somebody who he's taken control of Russia for a good amount of time. So my argument is that when you have malefic numbers, if you have a good, solid name number that people know you by, everybody knows him as Vladimir Putin. If you have a name number that people know you by, such as Roy's Universe, 46, same thing as Putin. If you have something that's known, that's memorable, that has that attraction within the vibration, you're going to make it a lot farther in comparison to a person that has a malefic birthday and then a malefic name number that they've chosen as well. So you got to make that decision. The best way to do this is by going and searching for a Chaldean name calculator, searching for the, I'm not saying the correct name, but names that you go by, whether you have a short abbreviation of your name or a nickname, and then using that for your conditional name if it agrees with the numbers. If not, then you might debate even changing it to a nickname that people will preferably call you or think of you as. You have to remember, you have to love this name as well. So you can't just one day wake up and say, hey, my name's Arnold. No diss to Arnolds. But you can't just wake up and say, hey, my name's Arnold, and it's just going to work like that. You don't have to necessarily get a name change, but the people that you interact with on a day-to-day basis need to call you by this new name. And when you look in the mirror, when you think of who you are, you need to actually go by that said name. My full name is Shem Roy as a first name. Shem or Roy has always been a name that I've gone by in social circles. It's always been very optional. So for me to switch from Shemsuniverse to Roy's Universe was not a big deal. You got to think of what's going to work for you in your circumstance and what's actually going to be very realistic, because without that, I'm not going to lie, you're screwed. If you guys have any questions regarding this, hit me up. I can definitely just answer any general inquiries. If you have like a full chart where you want me to look over everything, of course, the full menu's on my Instagram, Roy's Universe, and just check me out, guys. I'm there. I'm available to help you anytime you need it, but just let me know. Readings are always available. Prices are still the same. But if you guys do need any help in regards, if you have malefic birth numbers, you can definitely make them work for you. Malefic numbers actually make you very, very successful if you know how to pivot them in the direction that you want them to go in. But you first have to come face to face with the obstacle, and then you can overcome it once you accept that it's there. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you agree with what I'm saying, send a like for me. If you disagree, put a dislike. I'm not sure if that's available anymore. Comment. I don't think dislikes available on YouTube. Comment on it and let me know. Aside from that, like, please, subscribe. Holla at me. That's it for today, guys. Peace.